All right, let's recap our trades here for Thursday, May 26th, 2022. I'm finishing up the day, $112. So definitely a step in the right direction from yesterday. Yesterday I had a pretty gnarly red day down to 380. And I was able to make back, about a third of 30% or a third of the profit that I lost yesterday. So definitely a step in the right direction. And however, still the market is still very choppy. There's definitely very sporadic volume, very choppy moves. Hard to stay green and keep your profits. So I'm still kind of applying the same strategy that I've been using the past 2 months, which is just being very selective with my trades and taking my profit off the table relatively quickly and not staying and holding for a bigger move. So let's go through some of these trades that I had today. I started trading GOVX in the morning, pre-market. Let's see these here. Why are these not showing up? All right, so GOVX had a random, kind of like a random pop on no news. Nice like 30% rally from 165 all the way up to 225. I didn't start trading it until the first pullback. We got the first pullback. I sized in on 210, seeing the bottom of this wick get bought up, and I started selling at 212 and 213 for a small quick profit. Then we traded RDBX. I don't think I traded, I didn't trade GOVX at all the rest of the day. It was just really choppy, nothing, materializing. We do have an all-time high or a recent high of 338. We might get up to that level again soon, but definitely not today or tomorrow unless we get some fresh news. So let's go to RDBX, which is another stock that I traded. I completely missed this breakout here. I really should have got more aggressive here. I saw it popping up, but it was only on 43,000 shares of volume. And so I didn't know if it was an authentic move or is it just going to be a shakeout and just completely reverse on me. So I kind of hesitated a little bit, kind of kicking myself in the ass because of that, because it did end up working out and made a nice 10% move. And I could have made a solid profit pre-market right at 9 o'clock from this. And I was able to, however, walk away with a little bit of profit from this front side, maybe about $20 or so. But I really left a lot more on the table. So here, I actually shook myself out for a small loss, and it ended up ripping. I didn't really think this was going to break out. It was just such light volume, and then, I just kind of hesitated a little bit too long, and it just got away from me. And then it got to the point where it got too extended for my liking to get back in, and then I didn't get back in on this pullback. I should have got in on this pullback on the retest of the previous high. And then it ended up ripping and having another pullback to the 9 EMA and making another leg up, which I also didn't in trade, which is kind of unfortunate because this was probably the best trade of the day, and I completely sat on the sidelines, partially because of not having these high quality moves in the market, and I'm not used to stocks actually holding their highs anymore and ripping higher. So that definitely made me hesitate buying this stock and holding it. And then also a mixture between having a max loss on the day. The last time I tried buying a stock that was testing the highs and looking for a breakout, it completely reversed on me for a 10% loss and stopped me out on the day. So that definitely showed itself today by me hesitating on this breakout. But that's how I'm gonna build my confidence back, is by seeing these moves work out, and being able to manage my risk when it doesn't work out, and then being able to step on the gas when the volume is coming in and it's showing confirmation. This move here showed confirmation, but I didn't step on the gas. I still hesitated. But I did end up starting to trade this, way extended all the way up here. I was looking for a break of 850, got a quick scalp on it, a couple dollars. Then I added on the first pullback to the 9 EMA, looking for, a push back over 850, and I walked right into this trap. I was adding higher here at 846 or so. 846, 845, looking for that breakout. Completely had a double top false breakout, and I took a nice substantial loss actually on that, about a $62 loss on that, and I kind of just walked right into it without managing my expectations, because it was so extended here, and the chances of that first, so it had this first leg, second leg, third leg, the chances of having that fourth leg up is very slim compared to the first few. So I definitely, kind of shot myself in the foot here, because, I was a little bit oversized. I was in 750 shares, so quite a lot on an $8 stock. And it wasn't a proper setup. Definitely a high risk of that false breakout that happened. But that's hindsight. That's how I'm learning. I have to get back used to trading front sides, and I hesitated this whole front side here, and then I finally had the courage to go for it, and the time that I did, had that false breakout, and that kind of actually stung a little bit. Then I went back here and bought this dip off the VWAP, looking for a move higher. I saw this getting bought up. I thought we were going to break back over the 9 EMA and see like a pop to maybe to 830 or 835, but closed that for a small win, because we didn't have that volume spike that I was looking for. Then at the open, I took a scalp here off the lows of 810 on that break back over to VWAP, the 9 EMA. We had a nice flush here at the open, something I was expecting. However, we didn't really dump as much as I was thinking. So that because it kind of held this higher low, this was actually showing a lot of strength. I should have sized in even heavier down here and held it longer, but I took it off too quickly. I was a little bit, antsy to take my profits, and I kind of left another, 2% on the table, and that is, that could have been another $100 potentially, or even more if I sized up. So I took, I bought the bottom, the dip buy on the ABCD setup here, and this is a great setup, but I took my profits way too soon, right as it broke over the VWAP. I was just too skeptical of having that false breakout and dump down all the way down another 10%. I'm really, yesterday definitely showed me how irrational the market can be, and so now I'm like, I don't really know what to expect anymore. I don't know if I can even trust these moves anymore, and that's why you see me hesitating on moves, and then you see me also FOMOing a little bit and taking my profits too quick. And so it's just about inching my way and getting my footing back, and getting back into that headspace that I was prior to yesterday, which is just going to have to be through taking small share size for a little bit, and getting some wins under my belt to start feeling confident again. And then here you see me buy at $8.39, looking for that break of 843. We do get it, but it's a quick false breakout, and I take it off for about break even. And then it did kind of curl up again through the highs here, but I completely kind of sat on the sidelines again, just because of like these two candles of being high red volume. And so that made me a little bit nervous of having, a huge false breakout, which we did have a huge sell-off after this breakout. We had a false breakout, and then it sold off 10%. Then here we curled back up through the VWAP. I thought, potentially, yeah, we could see a pullback to the 9 EMA and then run all the way back up to this previous high and break out. but it just didn't have that power that I was looking for, so I closed it off for break even. And then we finally got that huge volume candle into the high, and which I was able to size into. At this point, I was only up maybe $30 on the day. I was kind of a little bit down on myself just because, like, you know, $30 is pretty much a scratch day. It really wasn't really even worth it to trade. And then we finally got this move on RDBX, and I was able to size into it. I was a little bit less share size because it was 1045, which was a good on my part. You know, I could have made more if I sized in bigger, but, you know, I had, you know, just choppy 2 days, you know, bad 2 days, you know, getting back into like, trusting the market again. So it was good that I stuck with smaller share size, and I was still able to take away about about a $90 win here through all of these trades here, and that put me up $112 on the day. So and then after that, I just, you know, took my green day and walked away. It was a solid green day and just walked away. Here, you know, I bought the break of 850, you know, as volume was increasing, looking for to add into the high, in which we did get, added into 870. And then we rose all the way up through 870, and I taken off at 878, adding back for the break in 9. Got that squeeze through 9, got a couple more dollars there. And then a pullback here, I was starting to scalp off the lows here. I should have held a little bit longer to take off on the surge back through $9 and through the high. This could have been a great potential, you know, 3% move. But I was taking my profits relatively quickly again because I didn't want to risk too much, you know, this late in the day. It was getting closer to 11 o'clock. So I definitely downsized my risk and be a little bit more conservative than I would normally. So all in all, let's go over APXY. I also traded APXY. I had a nice loss here, actually, APYX, sorry. At the high, I was scalping the first pullback. I saw this increasing volume front side. First pullback, shook myself out, and then, you know, I just kept getting wicked out here. I was looking for a break through 550, and we didn't get it, and I kept getting stopped out in a big size, and the spreads were really big, and I actually took a sizable loss on this as well. If I can find it. Another $60 loss on APYX. So I had two $60 losses today, but I was still able to end up green. So, you know, subtract the 120 in total losses, this could have been a potentially $240 day. So, you know, I just got to start managing my risk a little bit better, and I could have, you know, solid green days. Like today, could have a bigger green day. Then we did get that rip through 550 on huge volume, but I was too late to the party. I tried scalping all the way up, and I was a little bit too late here, and it just kept selling off. So, and that was it for APYX. Finished down 50 on that stock. Then we have SPRC. Let's go through SPRC. Here, we got a nice move here through the VWAP, and then I added on the first pullback, and we got a continuation through 350, which was good. I took it off for a nice profit, and then back through 355, I was adding through the high, and I got a nice scalp there as well. And then here, I hesitated a little bit. Saw a little pop through this previous high here at 360, and then I was looking through for a breakthrough 364. And I did buy, looking to add a little bit more, but it was just very choppy within these candles. And it was also really late in the day, so I just kind of closed it for a scratch, which was good because look at this huge, you know, in 3 candles in 3 minutes is a 10% downside risk. So good thing I didn't overstay my welcome on that one. And then BKSY was another one. I was looking for a bottom bounce and kind of like a curl up through 260s into 270s. Just because of the sheer amount of volume we had the day before, I thought we'd get at least some continuation and then squeeze out any late short sellers through 262. But we never really just got that surge through the high of 258 and then up to 260. So just a bunch of scratches there. finishing up on that one, $6. And then GOVX, yeah, we went over GOVX here pre-market. So all in all, finishing up, you know, a decent base hit green day, $112. I'll take it. It's a step in the right direction. And then tomorrow, my strategy is going to be the same. You know, stay conservative, be very selective, and you know, if a stock starts to squeeze, you know, the past couple Fridays we've had a stocks start to squeeze. If they start to squeeze, and you know, I'll let myself step on the gas a little bit. But definitely need to be selective and patient. And it's okay, you know, to be small green or small red on the day, as long as I'm not, you know, having a huge red day again as I did yesterday. So that's the plan moving forward, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next trading recap. All right, peace.